you need to be a great entrepreneur? Well, the first and foremost skill you need to be a great entrepreneur is relationship skills or people skills. You cannot do it alone. You need people. People can be outside contractors, independent contractors that you're going to use, your vendors, your suppliers, your employees. It could be anything. So you do need people, and you need to be very good at people skills. This is one of the most important skills you need to learn, because the next decade is going to be about relationships. It is going to be about relationships. So make sure you have good relationship skills. And today, it's a lot more easier to connect with people, and it's a lot more easier to build great relationships. So make sure you build your relationship skills. That's one of the most important skills you will need in life. Second thing is your goal setting skills. A lot of people, when they start businesses, they have absolutely zero goals. I ask a lot of people, do you have any goals? And they're like, yeah, maybe I do have some goals. It's usually always a very fuzzy answer. Most people don't have goals when they start a business. And when you don't have any goals, how are you going to achieve any goals? You're not going to achieve any goals because you don't have any goals. So make sure you set goals, and your goals need to be measurable. They need to have a deadline, and they need to be very, very specific. Okay? Anybody reading your goals must be able to understand exactly what they are. You need to have clarity in that process. So if there's one thing you can do right away, just write down your goals. Make sure it's measurable, and make sure it has a deadline. That's very important. The next thing you need is your planning. You need to make a plan. You need to have a long-term plan. Even if it's a one-year plan, it's better than no plan. Most people just don't have plans. I ask people who are starting off businesses or who have already started businesses, do you have a plan? Many people say yes. Almost everybody, in fact, says yes. I tell them, show me your plan. They say, I don't have it in writing. It's in my head. Well, if you have a plan in your head, it is not really a plan. It is a wish that will not come true. So make sure you write down your plan. And why do you need to write down a plan? See, because the human mind is very powerful. It is very powerful. But the human mind is a very poor recollector. A lot of people, including myself, don't remember what we had for breakfast. How are we going to remember the 1,000 things we need to do to be successful? A plan is nothing but a set of things you need to do to achieve your goals. So write down your goals, then write down every single thing you need to do to achieve each and every goal. You could come up with 1,000 things or 100 things you need to do to achieve that goal. And then you break them up into phases. Obviously, you cannot do 1,000 things in one day. So you break it up into phases. Each day you do 10 things, or each day you do 5 things. Now, if your plan is in your mind and you need to do 1,000 things to achieve your goals, do you think you're going to remember 1,000? You'll be lucky even if you remember 5 goals. You will be lucky even if you remember 5 things to do. 1 week down the line or 2 weeks down the line, you don't have a clue of exactly what you need to do because you don't have them written down. So make sure every evening or every night before you go to bed, write down 5 or 10 things you need to do the next day. This is very important. So always have a written plan. The next skill you need is salesmanship skills. If you cannot sell, you're going to go out of business. And sales is one of the hardest things to do. It is a thankless job. It is one of the hardest things to do. You need to be a very good salesman, and you need to be able to manage a lot of very good salespeople. This is an extremely important skill. The next skill after salesmanship skills is your money management skills. Business is about money, end of the day. There's going to be money coming in and money going out. You need to track how much money came in, how much money went out. You need to track how much your costs are. You need to track how much your revenues are. You need to track how many products you've sold, at what cost you've sold them, and at what cost you've acquired them. That's what you call profit. End of the day, if you just want one simple tactic to manage money, just figure out how much money comes in and how much money goes out. If more money is going out than it's coming in, then you've got a problem. So money management is an absolutely critical skill you need to master. The next skill you need to master is decision making. You have to make that decision. Most people just don't make decisions because it's difficult to make decisions. You're scared you might make the wrong decision. But not making a decision is as good as making a decision. So you might as well make that decision. And you're going to be making a lot of decisions during your entrepreneurial life. Some are going to be great decisions, some are going to be horrible decisions. Well, that's how the game works. Decision making is a lot of risk. You've just got to take that risk. And the more decisions you make, the better you become at making decisions. So always make it a point to make a decision within a particular period of time. Have a deadline to make a decision. Say, I'm going to make a decision within this period, and just make that decision. Good or bad, just do it. Otherwise, it's going to give you a lot of emotional stress if you're not going to make decisions. So decision making, you just got to do it. The next section is mistakes to avoid. What are the biggest mistakes made by entrepreneurs? The number one mistake is not having written goals. You have to have written goals. Make sure you have written goals. The next mistake people make is not having a written plan. You also need to have a written plan. There are no two ways about it. If you've never made a written plan in your life, it's going to be very difficult for you to make a written plan, because anything you do for the first time is going to be difficult. So just pick up a sheet of paper, just pick up a pen, write down your goals. Write down at least 5 goals. And below each goal, write down 10 things you need to do to achieve that goal. Write down just 10 things to do to achieve that goal. So now you've got 50 things to do to achieve 5 goals, right? Now go out there and do at least a few things every day. You do 3 things a day, or even if you do 1 thing a day, in 50 days, you would have done something to achieve your goal. Whether you achieve your goal or not, you have put your best efforts to achieve that goal. Eventually, if you keep doing this for a long enough period of time, you are going to achieve majority of your goals. I cannot guarantee that you'll achieve every goal, but you will achieve some of your goals. It's better than not achieving any goal, right? Then the other mistake entrepreneurs make is choosing the wrong business for them. Your business has to be aligned to your likes and dislikes. Your business has to be aligned to your personal goals. Your business has to be aligned to your skills. Your business has to be something that you really want to do. Your business has to fulfill your lifestyle goals, and you just got to choose the right business for you. So make sure you choose the right business for you, because end of the day, business is an extension of your personality. It is an extension of you. So make sure you choose the correct business for you, the business that will make your goals and your dreams come true.